Every year, Bay Area firefighters beg us, please do not launch illegal fireworks. And every year, the view from our helicopter shows just how many people do not listen or don't care. Check this out. This display in Union City was so big, at first our producer thought this was a professional show, but no, this was in the middle of a neighborhood street. And people are so brazen that our helicopter even spotted somebody setting fireworks off just a few feet away from a fire truck. And if you've ever wondered, where is all the enforcement for all of this? This is another broad look, just what they're up against out there. There are a lot of fireworks going off tonight, most of them illegal. And in the past hour, this is the result, potentially. This grass fire erupted along White Cliff Way in Walnut Creek. It's burned at least 3 acres. Firefighters say they think this was fireworks that started this fire. Our Betty Yu rode along with a busy Confire crew tonight.
It has been a very busy night for Confire. Take a look. These are all the calls that they currently have going on in the county right now. We are at one of those locations, as you can see. Now, in total on this holiday, Confire says it expects to respond to about 30 to 40 vegetation fires alone in a span of a few hours. Before night fell, it wasn't hard to hear or see illegal fireworks light up the sky in Antioch. It's one of the county's hotspots on July 4th. Fireworks are banned in Contra Costa County.
Bay Point, Pittsburgh, Antioch, and then to the edge of Brentwood is where we usually see a lot of our fires. Part of that is also because this area is a little drier, so our fuel moisture and the grasses are a little drier than in the southern portion.
Assistant Chief Chris Bachman said they have extra crews working during peak hours. On our way to our first call of the night, we spotted illegal fireworks shows going off along the highway. Firefighters were able to put out the small fire by the time we arrived. This region has lots of dry, grassy areas, which has firefighters concerned about fires and injuries. Weather conditions were somewhat favorable this July 4th.
This nice, cool, kind of wet, humid weather. So it's a little windy, so if it does start, it will still spread. But the humidity and the cool weather is definitely helping.
Fire investigators were also busy patrolling and confiscating illegal fireworks. Violators could face fines. Once we reached the 10 o'clock hour, there were 9 calls going at the same time in a 10-minute period.
What you're seeing now with the number of calls that we're running is pretty common with how they usually come in year after year. It'll stay at this pace till usually about 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Okay, so we've been checking with Confire throughout the night, and in the past 20 minutes, we got an update from them. They say they responded to almost 20 grass fires, like this one in Antioch, and that was just in the 9 o'clock hour. They say fireworks were definitely to blame for 3 of them and probably the cause of a dozen more. Yeah, it's really loud in the city tonight. That's what it looked like in the Mission District. Some people holding Roman candles in the middle of the street, out in the open. Fireworks setting off a chorus of car alarms. There were a couple of police cruisers doing patrols, but as you can imagine, it's kind of like playing a game of whack-a-mole. Across the bay in San Leandro, people took over East 14th Street and Broadmoor Boulevard to create their own illegal fireworks block party combo. And people aren't just staying in the neighborhoods anymore. In Hayward, they took over a shopping center, a parking lot on Mission Boulevard.